Hey everybody, today we've got an egg cutting video here for you. These ones actually kind of came out of the egg a little early. It's day 52. I normally don't cut until day 55. And we've already got at least 2 that have pipped. So I kind of know who sired the clutch, unless it's a split clutch. So let's just go ahead and get right into it and see what we got. Look at that cute little face. Ironically, I think he's a normal. Could be pastel, but I know. I mean, the head needs to come all the way out for me to be sure, but if you see all these little cuts right here, obviously this is the first one it came out of. Now it's out of that one, but there's a little one here. Over here, there's a big one on the side. That's the one where it poked its head out of before. But since I have put them away and then brought them back out, there's been a few more little teeny cuts. So they have this little egg tooth on their face that falls off. That's how they slice it. It's super small, but it's sharp enough to cut through the egg. Sometimes they're not born with one, or it's too small to actually cut through the egg, which that's not good, but that's not usually the case. They're usually getting through just fine. A lot of breeders wait till they pip to cut completely. I just usually do it on day 55. Usually what we want to do in these cases, we kind of want to get them back in their egg very nicely, coax them. Come on, buddy. Yeah, he's stuck. So, in these cases, you want to just be very careful. We're going to go ahead and take him out. I think I have a good idea. Oh, you got this, bud. Go. Go on. Yeah, there you go. That's a really big snake. I just want to make sure I don't got like twins or some crazy stuff. This is a big snake, and there's a big body here and a big body here. I don't think it's twins, but it's pretty much ready to come out. Alright, this one will give us some more hints of what we're looking at here, because I've seen it a little bit, and I know it's not a normal. So there's our answer. It's the bamboo. The bamboo pinstripe? Could be bamboo pastel pinstripe. So bamboo lemon blast, I think. Some cool pattern there. So that's a pretty cool looking one. I love bamboo. It's hard to use it in anything. And it's really hard for me to tell if this has pastel in it, but I'm pretty sure this is bamboo pinstripe. Of course, it will be difficult to completely tell until it comes out. But that's a really cool looking one too, with these stripes along the side of it. Bamboo, I think, is my favorite just single gene, and this one looks really cool. I really like this one quite a bit. But bamboo is difficult. I wouldn't say it's difficult to work with, but it does wash a lot out. It's so dominant and strong that there's certain things that you can do a lot of cool stuff with bamboo. There's other things where it comes out and it could be a bunch of stuff and it just looks bamboo. Oh, hi. Cool thing about bamboos is they're blue-eyed leucistic as well, which is cool and also makes them harder to work with because you can't breed them to everything without just getting a pure white snake, which it's not necessarily a bad thing, but they also have like these blue eyes. Even the bamboos just in general. I don't think there's any other type. I think they all have blue eyes, but I could be wrong on that, but at least every one that I've had has blue eyes, I think. Unfortunately, the third egg there is a deformity. It's not alive. This didn't live very long. I'm surprised the egg didn't start molding over. But it is something you need to be prepared for. I've talked about this before, but you need to have a plan in place for when you get a deformed snake that cannot continue to live, but does live out of the egg. Because that means you're gonna need to call it, which, I mean, you could choose to just let it suffer and starve to death, but I think that's a little cruel. You chose to bring it into the world, so I think you have a responsibility to end its suffering. Now, we're not talking about a small kink here, but we're talking about something where it's bad. This one never made it, so thankfully I don't need to make that decision. This one doesn't even come close to living, so. But we're gonna get on with it. I know it's, it's kind of tough to talk about that, but then move on to positivity. But we do have some healthy eggs here, so we're gonna keep going. All right, so for the last 4, we are going to do a draft. Johnny, you can edit yourself to win, but don't do that. Go ahead and pick one. It's you each get 2.
Let's see here. Let's pick Oga.
Oga?
Yeah.
What are you talking? Oh. Oh, it's pushing up right here. Pretty heavily actually. One thing I don't think I mentioned in the last video is the reason why I do this is not just to create this nice little line so that I can cut it. It's so that I can move the veins out of the way as well. Not that that's gonna hurt it at all, but it's something just usually want to avoid nicking the veins if you can. Now there will always be some blood typically, but yeah. Big old face. Well, you got a bamboo. Bamboo Pinstripe, I think Lemon Blast actually. It's hard to tell with bamboo if pastels in it. So I'll take a break here just to explain the pairing now, because now I'm sure of it. I had put a bunch of nails. This was a Who's Your Daddy clutch. The sire now is officially the Bamboo Pastel Pinstripe, or Bamboo Lemon Blast as we nickname them. I kind of said how cool bamboos are and how I like them. There's a reason for that. They're just really unique. It's a Bamboo Pinstripe for sure. But look at the difference. Like, so that's the same thing right there, right? But look at just the subtle differences on them. But no, this one's not going to show us our sides as much. See how this is more like little webbing, whereas this is just striping. But you started off pretty good. I'm going to pick this one. No way. Dude. This is what we want, the bamboo in everything possible. Similar, this one I'm pretty sure is pastel. In fact, now I don't know about the others. You can kind of see that it's definitely Bamboo Pinstripe again. Let's look at it next to its sibling here, the one that came out on its own. See how this one's lighter? So, Bamboo Pastel Pinstripe. And let's look at it, the one that you picked, Johnny. It's hard to tell without seeing its side. It could be the same thing. So that's kind of light, but see how the pattern's a little darker? So that's the only thing that makes me doubt it. Yeah, I don't know about this one actually. I think this one might just be a regular. Like, well, not a regular, but a Bamboo Pinstripe. I'm pretty sure I got you by 1 gene. I'm pretty sure that I'm right about it. You want this one?
Yeah.
Angry Man?
Yeah.
Oh, you did not get a bamboo. Boo-hoo, Johnny. Wait, no, you did. This is just a regular bamboo, but that's cool. Could be Bamboo Pastel, which is kind of light. I like the Bamboo Pinstripes because it actually does something different with the bamboo. But it's cool that we see this because Bamboo Pastel is like the same. It's a little brighter and whatnot. So bamboo, you can kind of see what a normal one would look like now. Just a real cool gene that's somewhat easier to get into. Bamboo still get a pretty good price, depending on if it's male or female, of course, but just for 1 gene, they still get a fairly decent price. Not like out of the park crazy anymore. It's not like Hurricane, some of these newer genes. Compare maybe with like banana. Although maybe banana is even more, especially because a female banana is always worth a lot more. I just can't get enough bamboo. I really like it. My overall plan eventually is to work it into some recessives. Try to mess with something that is a little harder to mess with. Try to do something with what is my favorite standalone gene. And we're not talking about among recessives here. My favorite for that is probably Clown. All right, well, moment of truth. If I tie you, then I win. If I get one less than you, then I win. A pretty goopy one. Oops, see? Pastel. I got a pastel. You know what that means?
What?
It means I didn't win. The bamboo is the more valuable gene, and you got 2 bamboos. So you win. But this is really good freaking odds. This one's gonna be real hard to tell because it's upside down, kinda. Actually, this could be a normal. Son of a... it might not be a normal. I don't know. This is not a pastel, actually. Sometimes the sheen of the goop, it's yellow, so it might fool you. I don't know. These patterns, these sides are kind of cool. Definitely, if it's a normal, it's a nice one. You know, I don't know, because I'm looking at the sides of this thing, so it's always really hard when they're in the eggs to be 100% certain. It's very difficult, and it's really exciting to just say, what in the world? Because you're looking at something different and you get really excited, and suddenly you're talking about how you hit this stuff that didn't exist or something. But we can be sure that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 bamboo, and what is likely to be 2 normals here. The normals have their own charm in and of themselves as well, honestly. And even so, look at these neat little sides here. We'll know for sure when these 2 come out what they've got going on here, but I can for sure say that we got Bamboo Pinstripes, all 3 of these, and I think this one is Bamboo Pastel Pinstripe. This one I'm pretty sure is Bamboo maybe Pastel. Sometimes that blushing and such is neat. You can tell, but it's really hard to tell with bamboo if pastel's in it. You kind of get it a little bit later in its life. As it starts to grow, it kind of gets more of a yellowy tinge to it. Honestly, pretty good odds just with these ones. Even if these are just normals, these right here are always really good hits. If you want to see our video where we cut open some banana pied eggs, you can check that out right here. And if you want to see us collect these eggs when they were first laid, you can check that video out right here.